Hey YouTube, good morning. It's good sun. This is it. We're moving upstairs from now on. Like mornings, daytime. We're on the roof because this sun it's not too hot, so it's nice to sit in. And it's actually freezing in the house, and we're in thermals and everything. So like we're gonna move upstairs, which is good. Like it's better to sit out with the air and the sun rather than like be stuck in the cave all the time, especially during the winter, because like as the afternoon goes on, you invariably get stuck in the cave. So, but all good. Like yesterday, I had a total wobble. Right, like it was all tears. Like I had tears in the morning, like I mentioned on the video, but then later in the afternoon, wow, like really a lot came out. Like it was really kind of like deep and dense, and I think that it's okay. Like it was a lot of release there, and because I've released those emotions, I get a much stronger sense of calm and clarity through calmness today. And so I realized last night that I have to just say no, like that's it, no, like acknowledge that is not the path for me. Like I get it, like there's a lot, I think it's difficult because there's a lot of people who, as they become more and more spiritually awakened, find divine partners, and you never really know where you're at, and whether it's the actual forever that God's promising you, or whether it's a lesson to move you forward. And you've got to stay fluid, right? Because like, you know, like you got to get the right one, you got to get it right. And so I've remained, I guess this is why I've been in such state of stagnancy for a year since I left her, is because I've been waiting to see whether that soul connection that we had was actually, you know, meant to be. And I realised that whilst I had to just concentrate on myself and do my own work, which I have done, there's a part of me always knew that as my perception changed, like and my requirement for dynamic of give and take changed, would need to see that had also happened. And I suppose that's what I wanted. Like I was like secretly hoping that she would also turn the page and we could move forward together. But having had that conversation on Sunday and getting to the real root of it, I recognised that there's been no breakdown whatsoever. There's no understanding of anything heavy or that would break you and turn you over and change you, because it's deep breaks, and it's not happened. And so I accept it, and I know that I have to be alone, because that way I'm not giving myself away to whoever I'm with. And to truly do what God wants me to do, I need to stand alone, and I know that. And so it was a good confirmation that like whilst I step forward from that, she hasn't stepped forward. That's all I need to see. That's all I needed to see to know enough that on this time around, that's not what it's going to be for me. I mean, I've mentioned it before that I didn't think it was all family and kids for me. It's a wanderer's life, right? So yeah, so this is a good confirmation. And so I just, like, that's it. Like I blocked, like she's not going to contact me anyway because she don't give a fuck. But I have to make my own boundary. And so I blocked her on WhatsApp so she can't call me. And it's just going to be, I'm not going to give myself to it anymore. It's just no. That's it. It's a straight no. And it doesn't have to be, I don't have to explain myself and my reasons why or anything like that. I just have to stand with a knowing that is not for me. And if it comes at me, it's not going to be any good for me. And so it's just stay away. And so it's good to have had that realisation, that understanding of what it is. Yeah, there's like a sadness to it because it's a very, very strong soul bond. But I know that that's not my destiny. And I know that would always keep me back. And I know it's not a part of my dream. Really, I was just waiting to see whether, because I'm a good boy, if that's what God wanted me to do, then that's what I'd do. My twin flame story pulled me out of me. It's not, I'm like, she set me up to be myself to the fullest extent, and that is what my destiny is, to be myself. Unfortunately, it ain't love for me. Like that's like, and there's this, that's part of solitude too, accepting that. That's okay. Like, good luck to all you guys who are in divine partners and have all that. Like, good for you guys. Like, love is the best, right? But my path is to walk alone and it's clear enough. It's clear as daylight now. I don't need to, like, I kept myself in illusion, hoping, and that's why I've been in stagnancy and not moving, because I've been waiting. But now I'm like, acknowledge it, and so I blocked it out, and I'm going to casually mention to a friend who will then casually mention to her that just don't contact Danny anymore ever again, and let him go, and that's it, because I don't like that pull that she caught me on a weakness on Sunday when I'd been beaten up off a person in the street, and I was like broken down, and I thought, just let her talk, Danny, like, you don't own the air, like, don't fill the air full of your brilliant goodness, just let her do it. And it lasted for like a matter of like 4 or 5 minutes of boring, until I fucking picked it up. So I picked it up and then talked for an hour, and then she's just sat there smiling, just feeling all that, just sucking in all that I gave. And that is what the dynamic is. That is the way she still requires it. Like, so that's all right. Like, hey, maybe next time around, kid, all right? Like, maybe like on another turn, it'd be right. Like, it's not this one. I'm going to do something much more amazing than just do something stale like that. Like, my brother's having loads of kids. Super cool. Like, that's like taken care of. Like my brother go and have a load of kids. Fantastic. Like I don't have to worry about it. And so I'm going to truly be myself and step forward as myself. So it's good. Like, I don't think there's going to be any more crying today. It's more, I'm more resolute to stand up for myself and what I want, and no more waiting, you know. So I'm good. So yeah, I'm good. Like, I'm really gonna get back to that wonderful balance that I had before she called, that wonderful balance that I'd found where I was really good for myself, tuning in to the world and listening to it more and more. That's what I'm going to do for the next 4 months. Like become the ninja master that I am. Like, this story has to end, and it was only ever my choice to end it. And as long as I allowed that little piece where she could always get back in, like that's the thing that triggered me, really, is the fact that she could just pull me back whenever. And that's what really upset me yesterday, because there's a truth in it. It's because I allow that to stay open, because I want to make sure I get it right if we are supposed to be together. And so no, like, no more of that. Like it has to be an absolute closed door with this, because it's a natural void for me. It's like there's a part that will revert back to old Danny, which just wants to pour into that void, and that void is happy just to suck it. And like I have to keep away from that, you know. Like, God, like, now that I really understand the push and pull of give and take as a dimension, as like the dimension, quite honestly. Like, I can really be the cat amongst the pigeons, like, because narcissists are attracted to me because they're attracted to my type of energy. In a way, I'm attracted to them too, you know. Like, there's a part of me that wants to pour myself out to them, but I realise that I can zap them, like, just with my intention in that moment, because what they really want to do is they want to mirror you to steal from you. But if you mirror them, you steal off of them, and they go and just give it to the earth, right? I'm no energy vampire. Let's just give it to the earth. I practiced it once or twice and gave up on it. Like, I thought, like it's not a thing to do. But narcissists, beware, you know, because I will reduce you. And so yeah, like, there's way too much. With the ex, I realised that there's way too much. I've got too much resentment there now. Like, there's a lot of resentment built up over the past year. And the lack of acknowledgement of any part to play in what happened to me, her completely, like, no sense of that whatsoever, triggers me as well. So yeah, like anyway, like, throw it in the sea, right? Everybody gets thrown in the sea, like, just completely cut off. I've become a master at throwing everybody in the sea, and this is the only confirmation that I need, that she also needs to go in the sea. And so that's fine. Like, there will be stronger days like this where I'm resolute and firm, and then weaker days where I cry, but I have to just remain firm with my decision here, because it's the only way I'm ever going to really escape this prison. But yeah, like, hopefully, like, I can turn out of this, well, this is not a bad life. Like for the winter, like what am I saying? What do I want to run away from? Where am I going to go? I've got nowhere to go. And so there's nothing wrong with this for now. You know, I need to get the money together anyway. But yeah, like all stories of like that I've done. I think I should maybe, well, I think it'd be a good idea to have sex, you know, like have sex. See if I can have sex with someone. It might be a good way to tick it over. Still celibate. A virgin. Re-virgin. Yeah, but I've got my dreams and she don't feature in them, quite frankly, because they're boring. Like, fuck that shit. Like I don't need her to give my good air. I need you guys. At least someone to watch me. And then I can, like, give to them. At the moment, it's just chat. It's good, it's going to go well. Like, the dream is building, you know? Like, I find myself sitting in it a lot because it's, like, where I want to be. And so that's, like, a natural manifestation. Almost. Like, it seems like it's, like, a destined thing. I'm hastening to say it right now, what it is. But, like, when I'm ready to... Well, like I want it to happen randomly, and then you go, oh, that was a bit weird. But we'll see. But anyway, like, yeah, like Friday, every day's the same, really. But I will take care of myself, and so I'll take the sun for the pure prana that it is. And I'll go hike in the mountains later to take the air, and I'll eat, and I'll work, and I'll do some kung fu practice, and that's the way it's going to just keep being for now. But like this story has to end, and so it is categorically no. From in my story, it's a no, and that's okay. At least now I know. Good luck to you all who are confused about what you should do. You don't do what I do. Don't do what a tarot card reader tells you to do. Play your own story. You know, everybody's got their own story, and this is the way mine turned out. You've got to stay fluid. You've got to go with the plan, right? But ultimately the plan is your own happiness, and I recognise that as not happiness, and my happiness is being wild and free. But you figure your own out, right? But just stay fluid and keep moving. Good day, guys. Happy weekend to you all. See you soon.